focusing so intensely on your hooks is the same shit as love bombing. Hello, everybody. I had this episode idea literally come to me as I'm laying in bed last night trying to fall asleep, and I was like, oh my God, I have to talk about this. The same reason that you're single is the same reason your content isn't performing. And that one made me giggle. But when I refined that idea, the idea that I was coming down to was you focusing so intensely on your hooks is the same shit as love bombing. And let me explain what I mean by that. So when we think of love bombing, right? People who love bomb are people who like you get into a relationship with or you're dating and they just like pull out all of the stops, right? Like they're giving you flowers every week. They're buying you presents. They're saying things that like, whoa, those are intense emotions to be feeling 3 months into dating somebody. But you kind of believe them because you're like, okay, well, shit, like it seems genuine. It seems real. And it kind of like, it reels you in, you know? But then over time, you realize that love bombing isn't actually backed by reality. They don't necessarily actually feel all those things that they said that they felt 3 weeks in. And all of the extravagant dates and the flowers and all of that kind of starts to stop, right? And these people are so focused on, let's say, those first few weeks or months of being with somebody, but they're not actually focused on the longevity of that relationship. And I see hooks as the same way. Hooks are the love bomb. Hooks in your content are you trying to prove your worth. You're trying to prove why somebody should watch the video, and you really try to reel them in, right? It's like you're showing up with the flowers. You're planning the extravagant dates. You're saying, I love you. And that's going to reel people in, which is great if the body of the video matches the intensity and the expectations and the greatness of that hook. If not, it's going to have the same effect as being in a relationship with somebody who fucking love bombed you. And you're going to be like, well, that was fun for 3 seconds. And now this video either has nothing to do with what I thought it was because the hook was too good or too hooky or too whatever, or it's just kind of disappointing, right? Because you got hooked in with this great 5-second hook in the beginning, and then the actual video itself was kind of like, meh. It just kind of fell off, you know? And it's the same thing. Focusing so intensely on your hook and not on the entirety of the video, the rest of the video, the body of the video, the actual content and value of the video, you're going to get the same result as love bombing somebody or being love bombed by somebody. It's going to be really great for 3 seconds, and then it's going to be disappointing. And I see this not just as a theme in like videos and hooks, but it actually translates so well to your whole UGC business in general. Because think of it, what is the hook in your UGC business, right? It's your pitch. And that's probably like the number one question I get asked as a UGC coach is like, well, how do I pitch? Or what do I say in my pitch? How do I make the perfect pitch? How do I get brands to respond to me? Pitch, 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 pitch. People are so focused on the pitch, but the pitch is the hook. So when you're obsessing over your pitch, it's the same energy as obsessing over your hook. It's the same energy as love bombing. What actually matters is the follow through. What's the follow through in this situation? Your work, your skills. And people are just focusing on the wrong things. When you're focusing so intensely on your hook and not the rest of the video or the entire video, you're focusing on the wrong thing. When you're focused so intensely on your pitch and trying to look good as a UGC creator and trying to get responses, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because then if you have this amazing pitch that gets brands to respond to you and they're like, wow, amazing, they're hooked in. And then they go and look at your portfolio and they're like, meh. Okay, they were just love bombed. And now they're looking at your portfolio and they're like, okay, this is just like an average creator, or like there's not actually that much proof here, or their videos are fine, but like, nah. What matters more than any hook, any pitch, anything is the follow through. What you need to be focusing on in your UGC career is actually being really good at what you do. Having really great videos, having a really good portfolio. That is what is going to pay off over and over and over and over and over again. And that is what is going to help you have a long, successful UGC career. It's not figuring out the mechanics of a perfect pitch or the perfect personal branding or XYZ, whatever. It's actually putting in the work to learn how to create really good content and doing everything that you can to create a killer portfolio of work so that when clients do read your pitch and they click on your portfolio, they go, wow, yeah, we want to work with her, right? Stop love bombing in your UGC business. Focus on the hard skills. Focus on becoming so good at what you do that the hook, the pitch, becomes inevitable, right? Because when you focus on becoming the best UGC creator that you can become, when you focus on updating your portfolio with incredible work, when you focus on trying to get statistics and testimonials and all of these things to make your portfolio amazing, the rest follows. Because then it becomes easy to write a great pitch. And then that pitch has the follow-up of an amazing portfolio. Stop focusing on the minuscule things. Stop focusing on the outward and start focusing on the inward. What's the actual return that people are getting from a UGC video? What's the value? What's the value that brands are getting from your pitch? These are the things that you should be thinking of, not how do I get people to stop scrolling on this video? How do I get brands to open my email? How do I this, that, whatever. But doesn't matter. Focus on being good at what you do. Focus on providing as much value as possible. That makes all of the difference because so many UGC creators are doing the opposite. They're focused on the love bombing. They're focused on the hook. They're focused on the pitch. But they don't actually have the value and the work to back it up. So if you can do that, you're going to be way ahead of most creators out there. And I know that's not like necessarily the easy option that you want to hear, right? You want a hack of like, well, if you say exactly this in your pitch, you're going to get X amount of responses and you'll get X amount of deals. But I hate to tell you that that is just not how this works. It might work at a surface level, but in terms of actually a long, successful UGC career, that doesn't work. But I think this is encouraging because it means when you put in the work to become a good creator, it's going to work out. You're going to be irreplaceable. Brands are really going to want to work with you. And your business becomes a lot easier from there on out. Everything else kind of really starts to fall into place. Oh, that is my soapbox for the day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was kind of fun to just sort of riff off the top of my head of like a thought that I had last night because I don't know, I just think this is a very important topic actually. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.